All right, now let's see how can we create the bag of this coach. So now I have an image for the bag view here, and I need to create this piece. All right, I think I need to go to side view to the left or to the right, and let's go to right view, hit the number 3, and now we are in the right view. Let's add a new image here. Shift A and let's add a cube. It's very big. Hit S and scale it. Make it very small, just like that. G and move it and put it right here in this area. Apply the scale if you want. Tap to the edit mode. Hit Z and go to wireframe. Grab these faces, or if you want to go to the vertex, hit number 1 from the keyboard, or you can go and select vertex mode. Grab these vertices and take them up. And let's see, where should we take them? Let's go to front view and let's take a look here. Let's see, where should they go? Maybe right here. I think that's gonna work. Let's go back to the right view. Maybe that's too much. Let's take them down a bit. Yeah, maybe right here. Take this vertex, push it back maybe a bit, and take this one and push it right here maybe. Grab this, and before you move this one, hit Ctrl R and let's add edge right here to support this area. And now grab this one, hit G and take it back. I think that's gonna work to move it right here. And if you want to make this line straight, that's gonna work. Or you can make it tilted just like that. Alright, so now we got this result. From the front view, let's take this result and let's modify it. Let's take this and push it right here. And if you want to put this in the center and give it mirror modifier, that's gonna work. So let's go to item and let's center, let's add 0 at the x-axis. And now it's in the center. So with these faces selected, select this one and this one, hit F to delete this face. We don't need it. And now we ended with this result right here. All right, now what we need to do, we need to make a curve right here to simulate this area. So I need to grab this edge and Ctrl B to bevel it and just bevel it like that. I think that's gonna work. Okay, that's cool. Now let's add an edge right here. Ctrl R and add edge and slide it and move it maybe right here. And let's connect this one with this one. Switch to the vertices, grab this vertex with this one and hit J to connect them. The same thing on this side. And as you see, I can't see. Let's isolate this piece. Hit slash from the numpad to isolate this piece. So grab this vertex and this one, hit J to connect them together. And let's add another edge to support this area from the side. So create this edge and grab this one, hit J to connect them. The same thing on this side. Ctrl R and grab this vertex with this one and hit J to connect them. Alright, that's cool. When you complete, switch to the edge, grab this edge, hold shift to grab this one. Sorry, hit Alt, select this edge loop, Alt shift to grab this one, hold shift to grab this and this. And let's select these. The same thing here. And let's bevel them. So Ctrl B. Don't forget to select this edge right here. Ctrl B for bevel and just bevel them. Maybe right here. Or you can go further. And there we go. Alright, now when you complete, you can add subdivision surface if you want. So let's add that. But before that, yes, I need to support this area. Ctrl R and let's add 2 edge loop here and maybe Ctrl R couple of edges right here in this area. All right, now let's hit right click and shade smooth. Now let's go to the modifier and let's add subdivision surface. All right, so now we got something nice here. Now we just need to create the same edges at the corner that we did in the previous tutorial. All right, I think I need to apply this one. Let's see the wireframe. Let's go to this panel right here. It's called object properties, and let's activate the wireframe. And now we have something interesting here. All right, so let's tap to the edit mode and let's grab these edges. Or before that, I just need to apply the subdivision surface. I don't need it. Grab these edges at the corner. And for this one, I don't need to grab this one, or maybe I need. I can leave this one. I can ignore it. And Control B for bevel, hold shift. Just bevel it a bit, maybe like that. And Control minus to shrink the selection. Alt S to take this down. And then Control plus to grow the selection. And then go to select, select loop, select boundary. When you select the boundary, Control B for bevel again and bevel this result, just like that. And now we got something nice here. Tap to the object mode and turn off the wireframe. And let's see this result. It is very nice. Alright, so that's nice. Let's hit tab. So let's hit slash to go back to the to exit of the local mode, and now we got this result. If you want to give it mirror, that's nice. Let's add a mirror modifier, and that's cool. Alright, so far we created something nice here. Now let's create this piece right here, this one. Let's see how can we create this one right here. Alright, I'm gonna use the same technique. Hit number 1, and to go to front view, Shift A to add image, and select cube. It is very big. I need to scale it down. Hit S and make it very small. G and move it. Let's take it up. Alright, so let's move it a bit right here maybe. G and move it right here. Tap to the edit mode. Grab this side. Switch to the wireframe, don't forget that. And just move this maybe right here. And let's see what we got here on this side. Let's select this face and take this face back. Can go to solid if you want. G and take this back. And this one, let's take it maybe right here. And as you see, in the Z-axis is very high. I need to take this down. So let's take this face down, G, and take it down. Maybe right here. And there we go. Let's push this a bit. And let's see here what we can do. I can leave it just like that maybe. Or maybe I can push it a bit to the, let's see, where should I push it? To the Y axis. That's cool. Tap to the object mode and apply the scale, don't forget that. And when you complete, let's go back to the edit mode, Control R, and let's add edges. Just scroll the mouse. When you hit Control R, just scroll the wheel, rotate it to have more edges here. Maybe right there, confirm it. And there's another technique if you want. Hit Z and go to wireframe. Grab this side, all of these edges. And as you see now, I selected all of these edges. And you can go to edge and you can subdivide edge ring. And now you have edges here. If you want to increase the number, just open this list and take this number forward. Alright, that's nice. The same thing here, Control R, and let's add maybe 2 here. That's gonna work. Alright, now when you complete, let's give this subdivision surface, go to the modifier and subdivide this one. And now it's become smooth and nice. Alright, now after that, I need to subdivide that more. Let's take this to 2 maybe. And I'm gonna apply the subdivision and let's see the result here. Let's go to the object properties and let's activate the wireframe and let's see what we got. Alright, so now we got a nice result here. After that, I just need to add seams here. So with this one selected, tap to the edit mode and let's grab these edges. Switch to edge, hit number 2. And sorry, I need to select this one, this piece. I selected his slash from the notepad. And let's select this edge, this one, the same thing on this side and on this side and this one right here and on this side. Alright, so that's cool. When you complete and selecting all of these edges, hit right click and mark seam, because we need to create a seam right here. Alright, so that's cool so far. Let's hit number 3 to switch to face mode. Hover over this piece, hit L to select this one, and as you see, when we selected L, we just selected this area that's surrounded with the seam. Why? Because in this panel we selected seam, but if we hit normal, everything will be selected. So just make sure to switch this to seam. And let's select this area, hit L, and the same thing here from this side, and this side right here, hit L, and this side right here, hit L, and leave this side. When you select all of these, hit number 1 to switch to vertex. And now I need to add a vertex group for this area. Let's go to objects, data properties, open this panel, and in the vertex group, let's create a vertex group. You just need to hit this plus, press it, and let's change the name. Just double click here and let's call it pin, and hit enter. And when you complete, it's very important to assign this. So just hit assign, and there we go. Now after that, tap to the object mode, and I think I need to turn off the wireframe, and let's give it shade smooth. Now I need to apply the cloth modifier on this one. So let's go to this panel. It's called physics properties, and let's add cloth. And now we just added cloth for this piece. Let's scroll down. Let's see what we have here. We have a pressure. We need to activate it, and let's add here 10. And here we have shape. Open this list and let's add the vertex group that we created right here. And if you do that, these vertices will not be affected by the cloth modifier, and everything else will be affected. So just make sure to add the vertex group that we created here in the bin group. So we just pinned these vertices. And when you complete, maybe I need to go to field weight, and maybe I need to turn off the gravity, take it back to 0. And now let's see what else we can do. I think I just need to simulate this result. So just hit play from here, and let's see what you all got. Let's hit space to stop the time slider, and as you see now we have very subtle effects. And if you want to take this further, just crank this up from 10 to maybe 50, and let's go back and hit play again. All right, now let's see what we got. So now we just created this small curve here with the help of the pressure, and I can do that with the pressure that exists with the Blender, but I think this way give me better result here. When you complete, just hit Ctrl A to apply, and apply visual geometry to mesh. That means everything will be applied, and when you do that, the cloth modifier will be applied, and we will have this result right here. Take the slider back to 0. We don't need that anymore. And now we'll see what we got here. We got this result. So if you want to take this further, you can go to sculpt mode. So let's go to sculpt mode, hit tab, or if you want to go use this panel right here, open this list and go to sculpt mode. And now you are in sculpt mode. Let's put the mouse right here and just drag it to the right to see all the brushes here. And I need to use the cloth brush, and let's make some variation here in the cloth, but I just need to see what I have in the brush setting. I need to maybe change this from drag to grab, and that's it for now. And let's click and drag, and let's see how can we make variation. As you see now, when I click and drag, I can make something like cloth, but that's a very strong effect. As you see, if you want to make this effect smaller, you can go to the modifier and add another subdivision above this result, and you can apply it. And now let's see what we have. Now the effect is the wrinkles are smaller, so just keep that in your mind. And I know now it's become very dense, it's very high resolution. So let's add some wrinkles here. Let's make some variation here, maybe here. If you made any mistake, just hit Ctrl Z to cancel that. Just hit Ctrl Z a couple times. Just click and drag to create these wrinkles. Let's make some variation here. Alright, so that's nice. Alright, now we got nice result here. If you want to smooth this result, if you don't like this, if you don't want the wrinkles to be strong like that, you can go to this brush. It's called smooth brush, and you can use it. Maybe I need to take the strength back a bit and hit F to make the brush bigger, and just brush this area to smooth them just like that. And now it has become smooth. Maybe right here a bit. And now we just create nice wrinkles here. Let's go to this panel and let's switch to object mode again. And now we got this one. Hit select to exit of the local mode, and it is nice. Let's duplicate this piece. Hit Shift D and take another one on the other side, right here. And as you see, it's very big. Let's switch to the sculpt mode, and let's use the grab brush. Maybe I need to push these a bit, or maybe let's go to the front view and let's go back to the object mode, grab this piece and put them in the center, just like that, and scale them to the x-axis a bit, just a bit, not too much, and center them again, G, and move them, and there we go. It's not necessary to use the brushes to make the size smaller. All right, now let's make some variation because this one is a copy of this one. So let's select this piece and let's go to the sculpt mode again, and let's use the grab. And it's told me here the scale is not correct. That's very easy. You can go back to the object mode and Control A and apply the scale. And let's go back to the sculpt mode. Let's use the brush. Let's make it bigger. Hit F and just make it bigger. And let's grab, make some variation here. Can lift it a bit from here and from this side maybe. Just a bit. And as you see, we have the x-axis activated. You don't need it. Just turn off this one. Let's make some variation here. All right, that's nice. The same thing for this piece. Let's select this one and let's go back to sculpt mode and let's make some variation. All right, if you want to make the wrinkles more soft, you can use a brush right here. It's called mesh filter. So just activate it. And here we have option, change this one to smooth and just click and drag and just watch the results. When you move the mouse to the left or to the right, now can make the results smooth in general. And that's nice. I'm gonna do the same thing for this piece. So let's select this one, grab it. Let's go back to sculpt mode. And with this brush selected and smooth operation, let's hit select and move the mouse to the right a bit. And now it's become smoother. And there we go. All right, now let's see what else we can do. Let's go back to the object mode. Let's select this one and isolate it. And we just create the seams as you remember here. All right, now let's use these seams. If you want to add edge right here, let's grab these edges. Grab them all, just like that. The same thing here. And this one right here. All right, with these selected, maybe this side. Yeah. So we just selected the seam. When you complete, hit Shift D to duplicate this results. Now I have these seams duplicated. Hit right click to leave it in their place. And when you complete, hit P to separate and then hit S to choose selection. And now this wire now is deselect or is detached from this geometry. So now let's hit tab to jump to object mode and let's select this wire alone. When you select this alone, you need to go to object and convert and curve from mesh because I need to make this curve. All right, that's cool. When you do that, I have now a new panel for curve. Open this panel and let's go to geometry and let's give it a depth. Let's add maybe 0.5 centimeter. And as you see now, it has a thickness here and it's very big. I don't need that much. Maybe 0.05. Maybe that will work. Or if you want 0.08. And let's see what we got. I think that's gonna work. 0.08. When you complete, just right click shade smooth. Just make sure to select it and shade smooth. And now it's very beautiful. Now we got something here. Nice. And as you see now, it's following the wrinkles of this geometry. That's cool. Hit slash and let's go to this piece and let's do the same thing. Let's isolate it, tap to the edit mode, grab all of these seams and this one right here, the same thing. Shift D to duplicate this one, leave it in the same place, hit right click, and then PS to separate it. Tap to the object mode, select this alone, go to object, convert, curve from mesh, and now it's curve. Go to the curve properties, add a depth, and let's add 0.08, and there we go. Select it, right click, shade smooth, and now it is smooth. Let's hit slash, and now we got something here. Nice. Alright, so that's will do for this tutorial, and I will see you in the next one.